Look, a lot of people just want a good 5G tablet that gets the job done without, costing like crazy. So when Motorola reached out, said they've got a tablet that, it's meant for exactly that, I was like, why not? Now this is the new Moto Pad 70 and this comes under 30k for the 256GB variant, comes with 5G, even has a stylus in the box, so I'll tell you exactly what's good and what's not so good. But before that, you know what to do, so hit it, make sure to hit that bell icon and let's get in detail. See, first up, this is a huge tablet. This goes 12 inches plus, yeah, no judging, but this surely feels bigger than most tablets. I mean, I have it in the Pantone Sea Angel color, yeah, Moto and their obsession with Pantone, but there's a nice two-tone finish on the back, the rounded corners make it very comfortable to hold. Now the good thing is, it's the thinnest tablet in this segment at just 6.49mm, weighs 540 grams, which is actually the lightest among the tablets this size, so it's actually quite comfortable. Also, because most of the time you'll be using it on a desk for watching content or taking notes, which I'll come to in a bit. And you see the antenna bands all around because the frame is all metal. The buttons also feel very good, nice and clicky, but yes, there's no fingerprint scanner here. You'll have to use face unlock, which actually works well, so that's good. Now like I said, you get a large 12.1-inch IPS LCD display. It's a sharp 2.5K panel with 90Hz refresh rate, 96% DCI-P3 color coverage, so pretty good. And by default, I'd say the colors are slightly warm, but you can switch to vibrant if you want a more balanced look. Now, I watched a couple of episodes of Stranger Things on Netflix, and honestly, I didn't feel like anything was missing. I mean, it supports wideband L1 license, so you get the full HD streaming, but yeah, do note there's no HDR support. You also get TUV Rhineland blue light certification in the screen, and we've been using this tablet continuously for like 3-4 hours, and it did not feel uncomfortable, so no problems there. And yeah, the screen gets pretty bright, up to 800 nits in high brightness mode, which is more than enough indoors, and a lot more than 500 nits, which we usually see on tablets around this price. And yeah, I don't see anyone using this outdoors in the sun, so you'll be fine unless you're, making or answering calls from this. Yeah, don't be that guy. Now, speakers are also very important in your tablet, and this has 4 speakers. They get pretty loud. There's proper stereo effect too. And you also get Dolby Atmos with high-res audio support. And yes, like I said, this is a 5G tablet. You can use a 5G SIM, and there's micro SD card support too. And we checked with both Airtel, Jio, and the internet speeds were similar to what we were getting on the phone. And the call quality was good too. But yeah, do note, calls only work on speaker because here there's no earpiece here. And it also looked really weird if it had a earpiece, And like I said, this comes with a free stylus pen, aka the Moto pen, inside the box with this 256GB model. And this runs on this AAA battery, I mean the quadruple A battery. And you can take notes, draw, diagrams, or just scribble stuff. It's also pressure sensitive for the Leonardo DiCaprio and you. And the palm detection also works properly, and I didn't notice any accidental touches. Moto's also added some nicer shortcuts here. Like, see, I can just start annotating on whatever's on my screen and then save it as an image or even PDF. Very useful. There's also the MyScript notes, which auto-converts what you write into text. Works surprisingly well, unless your handwriting looks like,
shit.
Never mind. There's also very useful AI rewrite and summary features. There's the math app where it calculates whatever you write, so very useful if you don't want to use the calculator app. So there's plenty of software features to use the Moto pen, but yes, it doesn't exactly write like a pen. There is some minor latency which you can see, but yeah, other than that, very good. And when you're not using the pen, you can just stick it here. Nice. Now this runs Android 16 out of the box. The software is slightly different from the Moto phones, the Hello UI, but the good news is it only has very few pre-installed apps. We didn't see any ads, any recommendations, so very clean experience. And Moto has said that this will get the Android 17 update, but beyond that, nothing's confirmed yet. But yeah, this will get 3 years of security patches. Now, as for the performance, yes, it's 2026, you know what's happening, and this has the MediaTek Dimensity 6400, and we have the 8GB RAM, 256GB storage variant here, and it scores close to Slacks in Antutu. I mean, you can see the scores, and I know these aren't huge benchmark numbers, but the day-to-day performance is perfectly fine, be it, multitasking, things like watching Netflix or taking notes in the split screen. Now, this isn't exactly meant for gaming, and if you want to game on this huge ass tablet is another question, but I'm Rupesh, so I tried. CBGMI and COD both run at 60 FPS as far as your fingers reach the right spots, so you can do some casual gaming here. I mean, I even tried playing Asphalt while watching a YouTube video in the floating window, and it worked just fine. But you know what's not fine, actually great, is the battery life. I say that because you get a big 10,200 mAh battery. I mean, consider how thin and light this is, and then consider the battery size. And yeah, we got a screen on time of 10 hours with a mix of YouTube, Netflix, some gaming, and there is 45 watt fast charging support. But I love that Moto is bundling a 68 watt PD charger in the box, so you can use it for other devices too. So yeah, nice job, Moto. Now the cameras are the last thing I usually check on a tablet, but this has a 13 megapixel rear camera here, which is actually pretty good for scanning notes, the usual tablet stuff we do. The 8 megapixel front camera is obviously not something you want to upload selfies from, but it's fine for, your casual video calls or even your Google Meets. And after using this tablet for a few days, I'd say this isn't the most powerful tablet under 30K. There are tablets with better specs, but if you specifically want 5G on a tablet, your options become much lesser, and that's where this starts to make a lot more sense for a lot of people, especially if you want a 5G tablet for entertainment purposes. I mean, the point is, it gets the basics right with a good display, loudspeakers, excellent battery life, and you get the bundle stylus. Now yes, performance could have been better, but it's 2026, we can't seem to get everything at this price anymore. And yeah, the price, the 256GB Moto Pad is priced at 36,999, and it goes on sale on August 15 on Flipkart. And during the first 2 days of the sale, you can get it for 29,999 with a bank offer and the price drop. And yeah, question time, what do you guys think of the new Moto Pad 70? Is this the 5G tablet to buy under 30K? Let me know in the comment section below. Thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe. I'll see you in the next one.